Siinä tapauksessa otat panssari päälle ja me Tänne vastaan heti. Suora hyökkäys. Paljon parempi meikäläisen toimintaa.
Why so sudden? But I agree. The sooner we can deal with this burden, the better. All right? Let's see what we've got. Ebony armor. This stuff is a fortune. But I suppose Mados deserve no less. As soon as I put it on, we'll be off.
No niin, Kari. Parados. On aika tullut vuodattaa pakanoiden verta.
Yeah, I hear it too.
It's from the king to the void. And the worm. The flesh.
Right between your eyes. Kiss my face!
Draw your last breath.
It's empty! Ghost races, wrecking faces.
Ei ollut mikään helpoin taistelu heti alkuun. Voidaan epäillä, että tulee varmaan kovempaa vastarintaa sitten sisällä. Me ollaan kolme täysin eliittisoturia täällä. Avatarin adventti.
The man comes forth. It's from the flesh.
Antaa tulla senkin sieluttomat paskat.
From the flesh.
Noin kaiken maailman noituksia ja rituaaleja!
Say your prayers.
Mother,
Say your prayers.
Joka ikinen myrkyillä aivos pilannut
soul.
säälittävä surkimus saa miekasta. Niillä on tällä pikkuinen nanne.
The worm will conquer the mountain.
Oh, se oli lähellä. Hyvä, jengi on edelleen kasassa. Ruvetaan olemaan näköjään lähellä.
I
Jep.
heard Jacko's talking to the guard that they were planning to strike at the heart of these savages. I'm sure they'll use the opportunity we created.
Joo. Näköjään ruvetaan olemaan lähellä syvintä osuutta, kun täällä on näköjään siellä mukavia kasuja.
Feels like we're walking into something bad.
Mulla on vähän samanlainen fiilis, Kari. Oliko se siinä? We did it, lads! We fucking won! Toinen noitamiesten idoli. Vittu. Post. Ilmeisesti ollut juuri joku mutatoitunut superpappi. Kari, nyt voimme mitä iloisemmin mennä ottamaan tauon siellä tavernassa, mitä sä oot niin monta kertaa pyytänyt.
What in hell's name were those pharaohs up to? Ah, been needed to take a piss since we got here.
Look who's brave!
The beach is weeping.
The unending silence.
Too easy. Stop pissing me off.
Mick! Jakos, noniin. Täälläkin näköjään operaatio kunnossa.
You made it through the savage's hole? Or am I seeing ghosts?
Älä pelkää. Mä silti... Mä vuodan vertaa edelleen, kuten muutkin.
And you share our black humor, mortal down to the very bone. Alright, we're gonna have to clear up here. See to it that these dogs don't return with yet another dark ritual.
Oliko muuta?
Contacted our friends in Evermore. They're gonna send these Stasi down to clean house. If you want a primer on who these criminals turned militia are, then we'll have to speak later. For now, make sure we haven't got some foul straggler lying in wait for their arrival.
No better place than a giant hole to take a leak.
Mitä?
Say your prayers.
Mikä helvetti?
Another poor soul that I'll have to clean up.
Jestas. Kössii mun elämäni läheltä. Korkon. Jesus.
Careful, this is Witchman territory. You don't want to be trapped here with those
Auta
lunatics about.
mikä? Mikä? Perkeleenotus. Muistutaan niistä sitä hämähäkistä, mikä oli siellä yhdessä luolassa.
Let's focus.
Mikä? Saatana! Toi oli.
I thought the priest was being dramatic. Portents of doom are all that strips from his lips at the smallest inner trouble. But now I see there's some truth to his words. Told me to expect some type of demon up here. Never knew it'd take the form of this winged bastard. And now that confirms an even more sinister rumour.
Kerro mulle tosta siitä huhusta. Oikeastaan se muistutti myös hyvin paljon sitä otusta, mihin mä törmäsin siellä Grey Belmoorissa. Luusta ja lihasta tehty kimera.
That rumour had to do with our lord, Mortifane. It's possible dealings with that foul goddess who summoned this creature, Namira. Priest didn't disclose any further than that relation existing or not. Just told me to look out for anything particularly strange, and well, we saw exactly that.
Namira? Väität sä, että nää noidat palvoo Namiraa ja kaikki nää demonit on Namiran? Jotain tämmösiä aspekteja. Jesus. Ja ensimmäisenä, joo, Skyrimissä joku pieni kannibaalikultti Namiralle, mutta tää on täysin eri tasolla. Jeez. Okei. Pitäisikö mun lähteä käymään, pitäisikö mun palata papin luokkaan, joten hän voisi kertoa vähän enemmän.
Really putting your life on the line for us, eh? You have my gratitude. If you do exchange words with him, then make sure not to shout. Many of those within the walls are still tragically loyal to that madman. And not only there, but right here. So we'll have to hold this fatal talk if we want to keep our heads. We'll be returning soon once that lowland Stasi detachment arrives. Stay safe. Keep your wits about you.
Joo, okei. Näyttää siltä, että me mennään puhumaan arvon pappille. Matthew, sulla on selitettävää. Miksi et sä kertonut mulle mistään demoneista? Son of a bitch.
Blessings upon. Good day.
Takos kertoi, että mun kannattaa ottaa sun yhteyttä. Epäilet sä, että Namira on kaiken tämän takana?
We're not certain on which prince is involved, but we're certain that the involvement exists. Now we've but to suss out which god schemes against us. With nothing more than circumstantial evidence, which may well fill this hall if it were written, we are most probably dealing with that dark mistress.
Ollaanko me varmoja?
There aren't many candidates that betray her influence among those pagan tribes, and Amira shows herself most through those hag-ravens. I'm sure you've encountered them since your recent battle north.
Joo, mutta mikä niiden merkitys on?
They're the very agents who summon the most wretched creatures into our world, undoubtedly responsible for that winged terror you slew with Jakos. Their arts don't only pertain to summoning, if only we were so fortunate. They transpose humanity with beast and turn many of their kin into warped hybrids. Cunning of man, ferocity of wolves, with all the beauty of their creators.
Puhutaanko me heidän pahuudestaan vai onko se jotain muuta?
I must also ask you something. Please refrain from sharing the information you're about to hear with anyone else.
Totta kai. Sun sanasi on turvassa mun kanssa.
When you departed to that den all those days ago, in pursuit of the Lord's amulet, did you feel anything strange emanating from it? Were there any markings on the item?
Kyllä, siinä oli teksti, että... Ei saatana, miten mä nyt suomennan ton? No, ei kai vatsasi koskaan mene happamaksi. Jos nyt muistan.
Stendar protectors. I hope this is a coincidence and nothing more. It's all weaving together now, a clear tapestry. None of it was random. I must demand silence from you on this matter, lest we summon the blackest reaction from our Lord. As Mordephane may be responsible for our interactions with the Witchman, we've now enough reason to believe that he's in concert with Namira. We shan't talk further. We'll only waste time and the threat of treason. We'll need to be swift and take action.
Okei. No, mitä mä teen nytten?
Convene with the Archpriest of Evermore. He can be found within the temple there. We must hurry, as our king has sent forth men to oust Mordephane in response to this recent chaos.
Pray before heading
Morosa
back
will
out.
most likely
We'll
join
need
this
the luck.
entourage, which will make things all the messier. Gods, spare us fortune in these times. Blessings for your future journeys.
Okei. Elikkä tää... Kaos. Kaos ja... kärsimys täällä. Namiran korruptiota. Ois pitänyt arvata, että täällä niinku jotain muutakin liikkeessä kuin vain jotain hulluja pakanoita ja ahneita poliitikkoja. Deitra Prinssi vielä influenssi tähän soppaan. Ei perkele. Oikeastaan nyt... Ois se pitänyt hoksata aikaisemminkin. Et jos näköjään Mordephane on liitossa Namiran kanssa, niin katsotaan nyt tämän paikan nimeä. Arnima, niin se on anagrammi Namiralle.
Are you in need, friend? Come for aid?
Mä oon tullut Arniman papin puolesta puhumaan Mortephaneista.
Oh, these weary eyes mistook you for another pilgrim. Yes, I have heard of you already. The priest has sung nothing but praise for your name. And lest we slip into bad habits, that town is called Raven Spring. Our Nima is an alien moniker, almost sinister.
Joo, mä pidän sen mielessä. Mä hoksasin jo sen, että Arnimat on Namira.
Before I lose myself, Mortafane, that perennial question that hasn't found an answer until now. Sigmane has finally realized his madness for himself. Not that it wasn't apparent for those subjugated to the Mad Lord, but their cries fell on deaf ears. Almost 3 decades of tyranny, with so much cruelty.
Ja entäs se huhu Namiran osasta tähän asiaan?
It would be a great folly to continue dismissing it. There comes a time when the evidence transforms rumor to reality. Just the nature of her relation with Mortafane is a mystery. What could possibly be derived from that despairing entity? The priests have been worried about Daedric plots for some time, yet most were confined to individual victims. However, the reports we hold on Mortafane conform to a far grander scheme. A plot targeted at Adamantia itself.
Siihen Direnitorniin?
It has many names, holding its own unique value to every culture. Now that tower happens to be one of the last. Others across Tamriel have since been destroyed or made dysfunctional. Compounded with the waning liminal barrier that separates us from oblivion itself, we have a recipe for disaster. It seems Martin's sacrifice 200 years ago did not make certain our survival.
Mitä nämä tornit on?
Pardon me. A week of thorough education would be needed to broach that subject. Such sheer complexity would surely distract us from this most urgent matter. What you need to know is that whatever is happening in Raven's Spring can spell a doom unseen since the beginning of our times. Worst comes to worst, we have a strategy to prevent complete chaos descending onto this kingdom. Knowledge from the Oblivion crisis has been instilled in every priest's mind, in case it may ever transpire again.
Onks mitään muuta, mitä mun kannattaa tietää?
I shouldn't delay you any further. Horrorster was seen departing from Raven's Spring with his party. They'll be convening with Morosa before ousting Mortafane from his throne. You should hurry. Your presence may halt tensions from boiling over.
Joten jos mä oon nyt oikein ymmärtänyt, tässä on nyt riski, että jotain pahaa Daedrickia on mahdollisesti tapahtumassa. Ja siitä syystä Mortifainen kannattaa kohta lähteä pöneen valtaistumelta.
Never fancied fieldwork myself. Too dull. But when you're having the courage to take up the sword, what else can you do except take up the rake?
Joo. Kyllä. No niin, täällä näköjäänkin hommat jo alkamassa.
It's time, priest.
Spit it out.
Hope Mortafane has prepared for a life with the beggars. Sigmane and the council made it clear. Mortafane cannot rule. The putrid man has the gall to ignore the will of the king. Where is he, priest?
Pardon, our lord. A last-minute detail within the manor. He'll be with us shortly.
The Hagrias are ahead at last. So you finally had your way with the king. Why do you persist to harass me, Vulture?
Horrorster here will see to your death if you try anything rash, little lord. You have stained the kingdom of Evermore with your ill acts. Your capturing of trade goods and intimidation of merchants have brought ruin to your town and the Reach. Your rights as royalty are now forfeit.
Ha! The audacity. You can place a new ass on that seat tomorrow, but the town itself belongs to no man now. Sigmane and the rest of the Reach now belong to her.
To who, my lord?
This madman has rambled long enough. Arrest him and bring him to trial in Evermore. My stomach reels at the sight of him.
All of your stomachs were real when you see the lady, I assure you. I showed mercy upon you insects. I relented when the lady demanded this town. But I see the rats have bit the hand that feeds. You'll be the first to taste her domain, whore.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Bastard! Don't let him run.
Joo, Sigmund on mennyt ihan hulluksi.
We have no time for this. You're just delaying the inevitable.
Shut it, cunts. The Lord has done us good. Runts to kill every day in hills of gold. Can't say the same for the king. Now if you want his neck, then we got a problem. And the only way I see an end to that problem is you fucking off in a coffin or through that gate.
Sec, stand aside. Do you want this town to become a gauntlet for that insane lord?
9 look my heart. The skies.
What abyssal sorcery is this?
Time to taste metal.
My steel is going up your arm.
I'm a dog, someone help me!
Kari? Jakos? Aros? Vai?